Na, 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 na. And we are live.
I think we need to redo the intro so I can actually listen to it.
Oh, okay.
You'll just have to go back and watch it.
All right. All right. Hello,
Hey,
everybody.
Myrtle.
We are the Order of the Dice, coming to you live Thursdays at usually 8:30 Mountain. I'm starting a little late tonight. Apologies. But if you are watching us on Twitch, and by the way, Triadic Goblin, thank you for the resubscribe. 23 months? 23? Is that what it says?
23 months, damn it.
Woo! Also, this is... I need to update the title. This is... We're doing Fallout tonight, boys and girls. So...
Yeah.
What should I... what do you want in the title, Caleb? Fallout RPG?
No, let's just go with the name of the actual campaign. We'll call it Mysteries.
So you want to do Fallout RPG, but then do Fallout.
Or yeah.
You want the word Fallout.
Fallout
Harbor.
TTRPG. Otherwise, they'll think we're streaming a Fallout video game.
Very good.
And then, Far Harbor Mysteries.
ORMYSTERIES.
Got
Episode
it.
0?
Episode 0.
Nice.
Starting fresh. So there is no recap for Scott.
Wow.
I know. I'm like, hey, listen, the homework that I did, not that everybody needs to know this, is I haven't played Fallout. So I went and watched some episodes of Fallout to try and build up my knowledge base.
It will be helpful, trust me.
It was a funny show. If nothing else, it was funny.
It was so good.
I enjoyed every second of it.
Tangent. It was a great show.
If you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely go watch
please.
it.
I need
It's
to
great.
watch past episode 2 myself. I just don't sit in front of the TV as much.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Okay, we're good to go.
Okay. So we are kicking off a new campaign. This is kind of my take on the Fallout 2D20 tabletop RPG. It's going to be a little different. I'm homebrewing a few things. I also modified a few things to make it a little bit more, we'll just say player character friendly. The tabletop RPG for Fallout is extremely brutal. Think Warhammer, but less of you actually killing anything. So, anyway, so I modified a few key things about it. But the biggest of them all is that the Fallout tabletop does not actually have anything on Far Harbor yet. So this is a completely original and new story that I just came up with. Thought it would be a lot of fun. So as far as setup goes, we're going to get into some of the reason for the story, and I'm going to kick off with just a couple of quick facts, and then I'm going to have everybody introduce themselves, and we'll kind of go from there. But to start off, this group, if you are familiar with the Fallout universe, this group is a part of the Railroad, which is a group dedicated to the liberation of synths, synthetic humans. So they're a part of a kind of tactical spy type group. So think like spy thriller type thing, going on here, and what they accomplished, what this group has accomplished over the years has been actually pretty significant for the Railroad, though they have been significantly less stealthy than some other groups, is my assumption based on some of the characters. Which you all will as we actually get into some of the character introductions here. But anyway, so the setup for this, also the second part of that's the group. The second part of the setup is the location is going to be in a relatively unique location for Fallout called Far Harbor, which is based on Bar Harbor, Maine. So it's this island like way up in the northeast of the U.S. So what's going on? And I'm going to get into a little bit more of why the actual mission is taking place as we role play in a little bit. But to give you guys an idea of Far Harbor itself, It is primarily inhabited by three major factions. There's the Acadian Synths. There is the Children of Atom within the nucleus, which is actually a submarine that has an atomic bomb that hasn't gone off, which is it's a great gameplay aesthetic. And then the last group, which is the most important group to this group to start, is the Far Harbor inhabitants, which live on the docks, where everybody that visits Far Harbor has to go through there to kind of get onto the island. A couple of other facts about Far Harbor is that it is covered in this irradiated fog that is extremely dangerous to most humanoids. In particular, those that are kind of full human obviously have a greater risk, whereas like the ghouls and the robots, etc., they wouldn't have as much of an issue. Besides that, it also has some of the most dangerous creatures, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but it does have some of the most dangerous creatures within the Fallout universe. A few of which I'm hoping you guys will eventually fight, and it will be a battle. Even to just take on one of these things, so it'll be a lot of fun. So the spookiness of it is added by fog, makes it very hard to navigate the island itself. So that's going to increase a lot of the difficulty for the group here, and should be a lot of fun, and kind of sets up that dark aesthetic that I kind of wanted to have for this one. Obviously, coming into it with a name like the Far Harbor Mysteries. So anyway, that's kind of the setup. Now I want to go into some player introductions. Do we care about the order here, or can I just kind of select at random?
Go for it.
Great. I'm just going to go with who's next to me on the stream. So, Cabarrus, you are up.
Hello. I'm Josh in real life, and I am playing Doc Henry Farlight. I'm a survivor from the wasteland, and here to patch people up. That's his job. He patches people up. Next. Sorry.
That's it. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
well, Doc, where are you from? Where are you from, Doc? Originally.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm not sure. That's kind of a mystery.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got a mysterious past.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna go with that.
Love it. Okay. Very cool. All right. So moving on from Doc, we will go to the next in line is our normal DM, Dennis.
How y'all doing? This here is Cowboy. I'm a ghoul. Got long, stringy black hair, battered pre-order cowboy hat, and a good old duster coat. Carry around my sniper rifle. I'm the long shot for this group here. I help them keep their asses out of the fire when they're in it. Come from actually the Mojave Desert. Hopped on the train with the railroad. That's how I'm out here in Far Harbor.
All right. Excellent. Next up. Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
I ain't a pretty man either.
Wait. Okay. I was going to say, why is that? Why ain't you pretty?
I'm a ghoul. I kind of got that radiation part on me. I don't want to go into that damn vault like them pansies, but I like my rats.
Yeah, you do.
Like
Probably a little too much. Probably a little too much. All right. Next up, we will go with Josh Wynn.
Oh, man. Well, so much to explain about Colin McNally. He is a Brotherhood of Steel public relations officer, or PRO for short. And Colin is in a bit of a pickle as he is helping the group investigate the here goings on. However, is still trying to figure out how he does that while maintaining his Brotherhood ties and in the process. And he's a masshole, but he was from Boston. He doesn't have the Boston accent, mostly because I don't want to do that shit for the next year that we play this game. And He is a super charismatic, super jovial. He's a fun guy. He likes to drink a little bit, known to play a little bit of a game of darts every once in a while, and he loves to work out. He's got guns, and if the sun's out, well, then the guns are out.
Nice.
Except for your guns, he hits things, and only things that need hit, things that that should have been hit by other people, but unfortunately weren't hit by them, and therefore are going to be hit by him instead. So yeah, that's it.
All right. Fair enough. Love it. All right, we're gonna snake around. So we'll go down to the one, the only Nick Abbott.
I am playing BL2187, or Bill for short. For all you beautiful idiots, Bill is a synth. And Bill doesn't remember anything of his past except for waking up in Far Harbor with, again, all these dumbasses. That he loves so much.
I love it. I'm so happy that you decided that's it's a great way to put it.
Embrace the claptrap.
That's an excellent way to put it. I love it. All right, we'll go to Dave Mullins.
So I am Ezekiel Boom Wright. I grew up enjoying watching fireworks and the Fireflies. I figure I'll be from Chicago, so I can say things like, "Hey, you jagoff." That I can do a Chicago accent. And
Do it.
Yeah, a bunch of jagoffs here. So he grew up with that, and then as he got older, he learned a lot about how chemicals mixed, and he liked to make bigger explosions. Eventually, he was recruited to do things that involve blowing up buildings, blowing up roads, blowing up tunnels. He's a demo expert. So he's kind of rough. He's kind of dirty. He's missing hair. You can see right here. And a lot of it's not just old age. It's just getting burned off with the stuff he plays with. He's kind of nutty, and he can't hear either half the time. And I think it's for all the bombs that are around him. So that's Boom.
Makes sense. All right, and last and most certainly least, Scott.
So my character, his name is Jedediah Brown, and he was born in Vault 106. And he, at a young age, was drawn to machines, spent much of his time in the vault tinkering with tech, even repairing systems. And he read a lot of pre-war manuals about aviation and became obsessed with the thought of flight. It, to him, symbolized a freedom from the walls that he was stuck in. As Jedediah grew older, he became smart about what was going on in the vault and the overseers that may or may not be watching those in the vault, and decided that he was going to escape. So he sabotaged the ventilation system long enough to slip away. When he came out into the wasteland, he quickly adapted to life by using his knowledge of technology and tinkering for people for a living, until he came across the railroad. And he loved the mission of this railroad because it gave him the ability or the opportunity to help synths and tinker with them and help them improve. But he harbors this secret mission that he wants to eventually one day build his own, from scratch, flying machine that he can fly. Now, because of missions, he's had some opportunity to fly, so he has some experience there. But that is Mr. Jedediah Brown.
All right, love it. Okay, so after all of you, kind of had your stories, I'm gonna take the opportunity to basically say that you guys eventually became one of the top tactical groups within the railroad in Boston, under the amazing leadership of Des Domona. So for those of you that played Fallout 4, Des Domona is the kind of main railroad director, essentially. She's the one that in Fallout 4 recruits the sole survivor and all that, and kind of sends you on your way. So Des Domona has you guys do a lot of different missions. Most of them are liberation type missions. In a lot of cases, though, because you have a few of what the railroad call heavies or heavy hitters, essentially, because you guys have a lot of different people that can act as heavies. She's had you do a lot of kind of more dangerous missions, and so because of that, you've gained a lot of experience in surviving in the wasteland. And the beautiful thing about this group is this lovely group of idiots has all found the perfect way to kind of mesh into this fantastic team. You've all thought of having different names at different times, but none of you liked any of the names that you stuck with, so we just call you Tactical Team 1. And that's pretty much it, because that's what Des Domona wants to call you guys. So, to kick off the actual mission / campaign doing today, Desdemona calls you into the Old North Church, which is the secret location of the railroad. Now, for those of you that are familiar with the Boston area, the Old North Church was actually on the Freedom Trail in the original Underground Railroad that was done with Harriet Tubman and others to free the slaves back in the time of the Civil War. So it's got a big symbolic energy for the railroad themselves, the railroad as they are in Fallout. So anyway, so she calls you in. You're in Railroad HQ with this Tactical Team 1 assembled in front of Desdemona. She stands up in front of you, but concern. You can kind of see some concern on her face. And she, comes in, and you guys are, you're a bunch of rowdy folks, and you're just kind of talking. But because of the deep respect that you all have for Desdemona, when she comes into the room, you all cease to chatter and give her the attention that you feel she deserves. And she starts by saying, "Listen up, everyone. This isn't going to be your standard operation. There's a reason that no one else, even inside the railroad, is allowed to know about this mission. Now, I'll leave time for questions, but please hold them all for now. I've just received some intelligence from one of our covert agents over in Far Harbor. Now, I know some of you already have some ties over there, so it should be a bit of a homecoming maybe for some of you. But you may have heard these rumors, you may not have, but as some of you know already, there is an extremely dangerous fog that covers this island. So for those of you that are of the more human ilk, you're going to have to stock up on some Rataway and other such things. But not just that, gentlemen, not just that. It's we're talking trappers, which are their own group of raiders. We're talking some of the most dangerous creatures you're ever gonna find, and they're all going to be gunning for you pretty much at every moment of the day. So stay sharp. Now, the people of Far Harbor themselves, which this was a bit of a surprise to me, as you all know, but the people of Far Harbor, namely Captain Avery, she reached out for some help resolving a very complicated issue. She's been impressed with some of our work in the railroad in the past, and so she thought, maybe something a little bit more nuanced from our side could be helpful, but I wanted to send you all since I know how dangerous you can be as well. The biggest thing that she's been happy with is our ability in the past to help her keep the peace between the folks of Far Harbor, the Acadia Synths, and the fanatics of the Children of Adam. Now, we know it's a delicate balance over there, as a lot of you will already know. But because of our work in the past, we've been able to keep the peace on an island that doesn't see a lot of it. Now, some of you also may know that we have a bit of a history and a bit of a tie-in to Captain Avery, or J592, as she was known when she came through our Underground Railroad back in the day. What is extremely unusual convinced the citizens of Far Harbor to trust us mainlanders, which is very, very, very odd and concerning for me. Now, before I continue on to your actual mission, do I have any questions?
Nope.
That's why I like you boys. No words.
Do you have any equipment to help us deal with the fog that you could provide?
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that for sure, boys. We'll get to that. We Tinker Tom, you know, our lovely conspiracy theorist in house. He's been coming up with some. We have a couple of breathing apparatus that will help those of you that need it.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, let me get on to the mission then. If there are no other questions. No other questions. Great. All right. So there's two main points for this here mission, and it's very, very particular that we do it a certain way. First and foremost, there have been a string of attacks on the piers at Far Harbor, and they think that it's coming from Acadia. The citizens of Acadia, however, have been reporting a string of attacks as well, with evidence that suggests that they're being targeted by the children of Adam. And on another note, the children of Adam have had a string of attacks, and they believe that they're coming from people due to the prejudicial relationship that they have. So, what Captain Avery wants you to do is go in and figure out what is going on, because she swears that no one from her group is doing anything to anybody, and she couldn't have been more clear. She swore family graves. So I mean, we're talking pretty serious talk from Captain Avery. She doesn't say that idly. Now the second thing, though, or sorry, let me finish off with this. My personal sense, though, is that there are maybe some bad actors from all of the different ranks that are doing this, or there's something fishy going on. No pun intended. Obviously, talking about an island full of fish grease. Now the second thing is that synth activity on the island has spiked, and it's not us. And I don't know who it is, and I want to know what's going on. They've had an increase in refugees appearing on the island outside of our purview. They're all Gen 3s, so they're not going to be. They're going to look and talk and feel just like any old human would. But you all are familiar with that. But your job is to find as many of them as you can, and help them get where they want to go. So keep an eye out for any of these Gen 3s or any of these synths that you may have. There's a lot of them.
There's a bunch of bills on this island?
No, not bills. Not bills. Think more like Captain Avery. You can't really tell.
Okay.
And remember,
Bill
that
is unique.
That is to stay, you do not call her by her designation. She is Captain Avery. If I hear of any of you blowing her cover, you will answer to me directly.
Wait, so we're supposed to call her Captain Avery or not?
You're supposed to call her Captain Avery.
And who's she really?
J592.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, she was J592. Remember, though, we wiped her memory a little bit so she wouldn't, do anything. Now, your main contact on our harbor, though, is a man by the name of Brooks. He is one of our operatives, and he's the one who let me know. And he's the one who may have suggested that Captain Avery reach out to us to help out with this. Now, Brooks is a shop owner, and I've already informed him to keep you boys well supplied.
Okay, we're going to Far Harbor, right?
Yes.
And there's lots of rads out there.
More than you can dream of. Okay. You think? I mean, if you think Boston got it bad.
And just to recap on what we're supposed to do out there, I want to write this down so I don't screw it up later.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So to recap here, I'll go to the three main factors.
We're gonna go.
Cowboy gonna be happy.
Pointing fingers at each other, going, "You did this, you did that." That's what we're gonna go do. We're gonna go figure that out. Then we're gonna go take a couple of these Bill wannabes that are like acting like Captain Avery, and we're gonna take them somewhere else too.
100%. Now remember.
In the meantime,
Brooks is your help with getting those synths out.
We're gonna get our ass shot at. We're gonna get fought. People are gonna stab us.
How many synths are we getting out of this place?
That's the problem. I don't know the exact number. I don't know.
You got a guess?
The guess that Brooks gave was somewhere between 20 and 35, which is a
This sounds-
significant shipment.
This
Yeah.
sounds like a lovely suicide mission.
For some, not for you though, Bill. Radiation ain't gonna do much to you.
All right, so we're getting 20 to 35 cents out of this island. Do we have any idea how we're going to accomplish that?
At the moment, no. I need you boys to get out there and figure it out.
All
Brooks will have more information for you. I couldn't get.
Okay, so just go there, get these synths out. That's the mission.
Do we
That's
get a
part of the
fly
mission.
in?
The other mission though is to make sure we can reestablish the peaceful relationship of the Acadian Synths, the Far Harbor citizens, and the children of Adam at the nucleus.
So Far
Because
Harbor.
remember, Far Harbor is an important place for us. It's a connecting point that gets us into a lot of places up north where the synths are a little bit more safe from the Institute.
Okay, yes, no. Screw the Institute. I don't like those Suns guns.
No, neither do I.
So we got Acadian Synths, Far Harbor Synths, and what was that third faction? The people of
Far Harbor aren't synths. Far Harbor are just the peers. The Far Harbor are the citizens. They're the humans.
Yeah,
we
so
have
we need
contacts with them, but
Okay, so we
The
got
children
the Far Harbor citizens are just humans.
all right. So we got Acadian
Acadian
Synths,
Synths.
Far Harbor Citizens, and who else?
Mhm.
There was one.
And
And
more.
Children
the
of Adam.
children of Adam.
And who are those folks?
They are religious fanatics that believe that the nuclear bomb was a man named Adam, Atom, and they worship what they call the glow or radiation. And the island is particularly holy for them because everything is covered in irradiated fog.
Okay, so they're
They-
they're
have they
religious.
figured out-
They're religious nut jobs, huh?
Exactly.
They figured out that this stuff's killing them.
See, that's the thing. That's the interesting thing is that because of overexposure to it, most of them have built a pretty decent resistance. It's kind of odd.
All right, and we're supposed to make peace with them and the Synths and the Far Harbor citizens.
Specifically the Arcadian synths. The other synths we're gonna rip out.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, so
If
the
they-
20 to
they're in
35 other
Arcadian.
Synths are what? How do we
Refugees. They're refugees.
They're refugees. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Brooks will have more details on where to go to find them and how to find them.
Okay.
Unfortunately, our communication was cut short because we didn't want him to blow his cover.
Yep. Do we call him Brooks, or is that like his?
Yeah,
code name?
Brooks is his name.
Okay.
He's a human. His name's Brooks. He's just one of our agents.
Anybody we got to watch out for out there?
Oh my goodness, so many people. But we will. So your primary things. So number one, you're gonna want to watch out for the trappers. The trappers are some raiders that are up there that the fog drove them insane, and they are full-on cannibals.
Oh, okay.
And that's one of the things that concerns me is mission going up through Far Harbor. We lost some synths to the trappers, and they straight up ate them.
And I was just gonna say I'd like to see him chew on this titanium ass.
Bite my
I'd like to
shiny
watch
metal.
you on that titanium ass. I'd pay good money for that.
That's my cowboy.
Oh man, cowboy, get out of here with that.
All right,
Now-
anybody else besides the trappers?
Trappers are going to be your main one, and then the island itself. The fog is something to keep an eye out for. But Tinker Tom should be able to help you boys get set.
There any institute
at least
activity on the
mitigate
island
it.
that we know of, or?
Institute is not aware of the island as of right now, as far as we know.
Okay.
So we have kept them under wraps up to this point. That's why it's such an important point for us to keep any kind of massive explosions that the children of Adam could enact, because that could result in some
Attention.
fairly
Unwanted.
large
Des
attention.
Domona.
Boom, you
Yes,
heard
sir.
that. No massive
Yes, sir.
explosions.
Desdemona, does our friend Jedediah get to fly us in here and drop us like a bomb?
Amen, Bill. Amen.
He will get to fly you in, but you'll have
Have to what?
You'll fly in. You'll fly in. We got a vertibird set up for you. All right. Now,
Oh,
I want to clarify just a
did we
couple
get
of
that
things.
from the Brotherhood? How the hell did we get a vertibird up in here?
We don't talk about
We
it.
liberated a few things from a few different people.
Awesome.
Can neither confirm nor deny if it's the Brotherhood, the Institute, or a donation from the Minutemen.
Excellent,
Now,
excellent. You hear that, Colin? Colin didn't.
Nah, we didn't. We didn't take it from the
Colin
Brotherhood.
doesn't
We
hear.
didn't do that. That's a suicide mission, taking it from the Brotherhood.
Oh, praying.
Yeah,
Praying.
Colin's praying. Yeah, Colin's praying to the porcelain god over there.
Whatever Brotherhood god he
Yeah.
used to want.
Yeah. Yep.
Now,
Colin, are you awake?
First
Colin?
point, no, Colin, don't listen anyway. Just brief him on the way.
All right.
All right.
Now, listen. With the first point, I want you to find out who is committing these attacks, whether they be within the ranks of the Acadians, the
Children of
Children of Adam, or the Far Harbor citizens themselves. There's been a lot of animosity in the past. They've had peace for about the last 5 years, and I would like that to continue. It allows our operations to run much more smoothly, and that's why we have kind of a lot of investment in this going well.
And what kind of attacks have they been committing?
Everyone's blaming everyone else.
Yeah, everyone's blaming everybody else.
Blaming
The thing
everyone
is,
else for attacks
yeah,
that have been happening on the factions.
The thing is that I'll paint you a little picture. So just as an example, when the Acadians had some attacks happen,
when the Acadian Synths, yeah,
when the Acadian Synths when they were attacked, there was a particular rifle that was left on the scene called a rad rifle or a radium rifle, which is the weapon of choice for the Children of Adam, and that's why they think it's them.
Now, how's that going to affect the synths, though? If it's a rad rifle,
I mean, the Gen 3 synths have all the characteristics of a human.
Oh, they can. Okay, they can get affected by rads. I didn't know that. I should know that. I'm a doc.
I mean,
but you're not a mechanic.
You take care of people such as Colin and Ebediah.
Listen, I'm the one who works on the synths, right, Bill?
I got it. Yeah,
that is correct.
Yeah. So it's a little different. Remember, the Gen 3 synths meant to look, sound, feel, and act just like a normal human.
And the Acadian synths are probably mixed up amongst everybody right now.
The Acadian synths keep to themselves.
Or sorry, the other synths.
Yeah.
The other synths, yes. The refugee synths, we don't know.
Into the population.
We don't know. Okay. Now, we do know, I will say that I do know one of them, and this is how we found out about the rest. Brooks was able to liberate one of them, and he's taking care of him right now in Far Harbor. You'll need to talk to Brooks and interview this synth so that you can discover any leads from him on where the other ones are. But as much as I hate to say it, first and foremost is maintaining the peace.
Hey, Jake, you ever shot a rad rifle before?
Goes boom, right?
If we can get our hands on one, I'll get you one.
Let's do that.
That would be a particularly good weapon for our cowboy.
Yeah.
I got no problem making that shot.
Absolutely. Now, I just want to impress upon you boys, though, the gravity is. You're going to be up against it. The island itself is going to be trying to take you out. Okay? Some of the most dangerous creatures that I haven't heard of. Brooks has described some things to me that I do not want to see. And that's one of the reasons I avoid going there and I send you. Now, The mission is simple, but the risks are extremely high. I need you to figure out what's going on between these three parties, okay, between these three factions, and help them resolve their issues. If it comes to an all-out battle where all three of them decide that they want to fight each other, I want you to leave immediately. And I'm looking straight at Boom on this one. You do not engage.
I could just leave them a little present.
Boom.
Ain't
I'm
gonna hurt
serious
no
about
one.
this. You and I both know damn well that it will hurt everyone.
It's only like this big. I can put this away. Look. Whoa.
That's why I love you, Boom. No, but however, I will say this. Protect yourselves, okay? I don't care about any of these other factions as much.
Protection.
Always use protection, Boom. Very good, very good. I'm glad we had
As
that.
a doctor, I can improve that message.
My dad said yep and pointed to me. I never knew what it meant.
Your dad didn't use protection.
Oh,
That's
your
why you
dad's
look the way you look.
Your dad is an absolute bastard, and you know it.
Ain't nobody want gonorrhea, hepatitis, rat AIDS.
Yeah, speaking of which,
Yeah,
you
you
got
don't-
anything for me to patch these boys up with? Special?
I don't have gonorrhea.
No,
What?
not anymore after I treated you 2 weeks ago.
What the hell
You can't get gonorrhea from a stick of dynamite.
You don't know
Oh
what
my
happened if you put
gosh.
this up your butthole.
Bill ain't got one.
I can make
All right.
one for you, Bill.
Exhaust pipe.
Now listen. As much as you can, if it comes down to an all, because of our strong particular relations with all three factions, declare that you are from the railroad and leave. Okay? Colin, don't mention the Brotherhood of Steel at all. I know you're all about preaching that. Keep it to yourself.
Public relations is not preaching.
It's the truth.
I'm just
Colin,
speaking truths that
Remember-
happen to make things seem better.
He's a pro. And you know what pros are.
Mhm.
I'm a pro.
You know what, Colin? Use your best judgment. Actually, use better than your best judgment, and just don't.
There just isn't.
Hey.
There's no judgment.
listen, how's he gonna avoid the Brotherhood when he looks like one of them?
What are you
Just-
talking about? It's a completely different color of. I mean, look at the sheen. It's totally different sheens.
I've got a few in my crosshairs. This guy, he's a little shinier.
Yeah.
Got a little bit more purple
Yeah.
to him.
Yeah,
Okay.
we understand that, Colin, but these podunks over there aren't gonna know what they're talking about.
The island folk may not, but they may not. They also may.
I love
Brother.
the fact you call them podunks.
I'm trying to learn. I really am.
Don't worry, we'll show you. It'll be great.
Oh, you boys. Now listen.
Pros.
Last point before I
One
give you your final. Here, the fog does complicate things for you boys. Now you're going to have some problems with visibility. You're going to have some problems with obviously the radiation, which we got some items for those of you that need them. Colin, just stay in the power armor, okay? That'll keep you relatively protected.
With my face open or closed, because this is beautiful.
Close
Close it.
please. Now
Right.
listen, unless you're inside the city limits of fog, because they have fog condensers that keep the fog out,
Yeah.
then you'll be fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Can I get my hands
All
on
right.
one of those?
Yeah, keep that face mask closed unless you want to close cast.
You can certainly ask. Now for the fog condensers, you're going to want to talk
To who?
the Mariner.
The Mariner.
We gotta
Yeah.
speak to the mayor. What you talking about?
No, the Mariner.
Oh yeah.
She's there. She's the one that invented the fog. Honestly, you two may hit it off. I don't know if she's pretty, but you may end up hitting it off. I don't know.
Oh,
Anything's
I'm
pretty in some fog.
No, we're trying to
listen,
get rid of the
boys.
fog.
She's a Wasteland 7. I'll just give you that. I mean, she's probably at least a Wasteland. You know, she's clean. That's all I can say.
That's high praise
Hey.
from you, Des Domona.
Oh yeah, you know it, boys. Can you stop
All right,
that?
I'm gonna
keep
talk-
that to yourself, Doc.
I'm gonna bring one of these fog condensers home. That's my mission.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
That's a good
sure,
idea.
do it. Do it. Maybe if you can replicate them and find another application, great. It would give us some. It may give us a potential way to get into. Figure out a way to get in there, and we'll talk about that another day.
Can we equip the vertibird with it? That'd be nice.
With the fog condenser?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how the fog condensers work.
Out.
Yeah, I'm just putting out ideas.
Listen.
Doc.
I love it, Doc. I love it.
We're gonna do some fun things here.
Hell's yeah.
Now listen. This here holotape. Now I'm going to give this to you, Colin, because Power Rummer, you can play this back for the boys on the vertibird as you're flying over. This will give you some additional details about where you need to start. It's just the message that was relayed to us. All right. Now, again, find the intel first on who's causing the disturbance. The synths, I hate to say it, but liberating synths has to be priority. Because if we lose the island, we could potentially lose hundreds of synths. Hundreds. All right? It's paramount to our success. Keep the island going.
Oh, okay.
What you got, Cowboy?
When you said we lose the island, I'm like, how can we lose an island? I mean, like...
Yeah, like, where's it going to go?
Well, not...
The fog's going to cover
literally... Not literally, but if they go to war and the nucleus detonates the live nuclear bomb that they have, it's going to draw the attention of the Institute.
They got
that's going to be so pretty. I'm so excited.
Boom. I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to tell you this right now.
Boom.
You're not allowed inside the nucleus.
Does Tinker Tom have something to help enhance my viewing through that fog?
You'll have to ask him. I know he's been working on something. You'll have to ask him.
Hey, Jake, I got a chemical here that can help enhance you.
No. Boom. Boom. No.
Cowboy wants to go boom.
We'll save this for later.
Danger.
All right, boys. Now listen, you got. All right, you're the best we've got. We need you boys. Now listen, I'm going to say this. One of the reasons we're sending you boys is because you guys know how to get your hands dirty. Far Harbor is about as dirty as it gets. All right?
And obviously you're scraping the bottom of the barrel because you got us.
You boys know that I love you.
Yeah, we don't know why.
In a way. In my own way. Now listen. Get geared up. Go talk to Tom. Get yourselves geared up. Get out there.
Yes,
all right, we're counting on you.
What are we getting paid for all of this again?
Oh.
Well, a few different things.
Okay, yeah.
A few different.
Rainbows and puppy dog tails, don't you know?
Want some food.
So first and foremost, Avery has promised me that she has come upon some treasures on Far Harbor.
Oh, buddy.
And I mean treasures that could interest each and every one of you.
Like a toothbrush?
Bobbleheads?
Better than a toothbrush.
Magazines?
Pre-war alcohol.
Plenty of magazines. Far Harbor's chock full of magazines. I'm talking about next generation armor, next generation weapons, and potentially some next generation technology.
Does any of this technology help me build my plane?
Oh, if you only knew.
Well, that's why I'm asking.
You know, we're capitalists. We ain't no commie pinko scum.
Listen.
Yeah, better dead than
to build your plane. Yes, they have quite a few different accessories to help the plane. Now they won't look like much, but we're talking engine parts.
An engine.
We're talking engine parts. We're talking. They found.
We don't look like much, but
no, that's fair. That's fair. But put them all together, and we get some kind of a chemical reaction. That's what we get.
I am very good looking.
Yes, with the mask.
Collectively, Colin. Collectively.
Yeah, I mean, but let's be honest. I still am very beautiful.
I won't. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna deny to comment on that.
Sometimes I do make people speechless. So,
Colin, between you and me, I'm sure we can charm the pants off them.
Yeah.
Twice.
Anyway, boys, there will be plenty of rewards, and on top of that, I've also been assured that there will be a substantial amount of cats.
Alrighty.
All right.
To
For
bless
those of you that, what's that?
to bless orphans with.
Sure. To bless orphans with.
Orphans.
All right. Now, go see Tinker Tom. Get yourself some equipment, and get on out of here. Okay.
All right, boys. Let's get on out of here.
Let's do it.
All right. Now, what do you guys want to do first?
Go to Tinker
Tom.
Tom.
Tinker Tom.
Tinker Tom.
Get
Tinker
geared
Tom
up.
it is. Tinker Tom it is. All right.
Time for a gear montage. No.
Let's do it. All of a sudden we hear all of a sudden Take on Me by Aha.
Take on me.
What was the Team America? For a montage.
All right, boys. Okay. So you're going to see Tinker Tom. Now Tinker Tom, for those of you that aren't familiar with Tinker Tom, mainly those of you that haven't played the game, he is kind of crazy. He's a big time conspiracy theorist. He basically thinks that literally everything is out to get him. So keep that in mind while you're bartering with this man.
Cool.
Hey, what's up, boys? What you boys need? You going out on another mission?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Tom, we are.
Damn is.
Sure is.
Oh, you boys know you're my favorites. Always blowing shit up.
Yeah.
That's Boom. Boom's always blows some shit up.
Talking about.
If it's one, it's all. All right. Now, what can I get for you?
Tom, we're gonna need lots of radiation sickness mitigation. If you got
Radiation sickness mitigation. I got you, boys. Now, what kind of radiation sickness are we talking? Des Domona said something about
some
something
Fog.
special.
Yeah. There's like this fog and
now you know fog.
Mm-hmm.
Now you guys know that fog contains tiny little micro robots that infect
Tom,
you.
Let me put it like this: we're
Tom,
going to
can you-
You
Boston.
know that, right?
Boston is a shithole. So whatever you can give us, that's what we'll take.
Tom, I need to be protected from this fog so I can come back here alive.
Yeah. You white boys all the same. Listen. All right. I got you. Now listen. For our ghoulish friend here, you ain't gonna need nothing for this fog. You're good. So I'm
Fog.
no, but let me take care of these guys that are gonna puking on the plane the second we land real quick, and then I'll get to you. Now, I got these. Listen, I took some jet inhalers and I modified them to only have a teensy bit of jet and a whole lot of filter.
Okie dokie. Can I see it?
Yeah, and so I had the two. It basically looks like a little asthma, like one of the asthma things, but it has a wraparound that allows for you to keep it on while walking through the fog. It will not allow you to communicate, though.
Hey,
It's good. He don't need to
Tom,
talk.
can I have an extra one?
Boy, I ain't got extras. You can have an extra one when you get back.
Yes. I want to take this thing apart.
Yeah, take yours apart, and then you won't be breathing on the island.
No, when I get back with the extra one.
All right. Yeah. Sorry, boys. I had to make these in one day. Desdemona came to me yesterday morning. She goes, Tom, I need you to get on this right now. I need something that makes people breathe in water. And I was like, we already got that. It's called scuba. And she was like, no, Tom, water that's in the air. Or something like that. I don't know. I was pretty high at the time.
Does this keep
Anyway,
the
so I
robots
made
out
these.
too?
No, listen. I woke up the next. I had a moment of clarity. So then I said, "What's better than something to breathe with? A way to hold it on your face."
So what are we calling this thing? And is it in the role playing guide, or is it just like a custom chem, or what?
This is a custom item. Tinker Tom calls these PFDs, or portable fog condensers.
PFDs.
PFC?
PFD. Or sorry, PFC. PFC, yes. PFC, portable fog condensers. Yes.
And I'm
bad.
putting this
I can't
under
speak.
other.
Okay, I'm putting it under other.
PFD.
PFC, portable.
PFC. Portable fog condenser.
Now I'm going to tell you right now, these are prototypes. They may not work 100% of the time.
How much do they weigh? Like a pound?
Nah, not even that. Like maybe 0.1 of a pound. I mean, it's basically a jet thing, you know.
Okay.
And then
Nothing. All right,
the most crude attachment thing that you can think of.
Less than 1. Got it. All right.
Yeah. Very, 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 very.
Description? So just like lets you breathe in the fog?
Yeah, it allows you to breathe in the fog of fog, but also extremely delicate. Will break very easily.
Okay.
So be careful with it.
How long will it let you breathe?
Indefinitely. It's
Okay.
it's a filter. It's a filter, yep. So what it does, I'll just tell you right now what it does. So fog condensers, what they do is they take in the fog and then they turn it into water.
Okay.
So basically, it takes in the water, it takes in the fog, turns it into water, and it has a little thing that kind of either drips the water out or you can drink it if you.
Is it irradiated if you drink it?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Very
Because it
convenient.
filters it out. At least that's the idea. We don't know because it's never been field tested. Prototypes, we'll see.
Okay. Do you have any Radaway?
I do. I got 5 Rataways.
Ooh. Oh, take those because I'll be able to give them. I'll be able to administer those to you boys with more
With a bonus.
effectiveness. So you get a bonus if I give it to you.
Tom,
Absolutely.
I know you've done some repairs on me after some of these missions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you have anything to give to these shitheads so that when I get hurt, I might do a little bit better?
Bill, I got you, Bill.
I got one thing that maybe can help out, but it's not a big thing. I got some screws that I pillaged off of another synth that was very dead. So if you break a limb, we can reattach it.
Go ahead and give them to my good friend Jedediah.
I'll take it.
You got it. So it's
Thank you,
20
Jedediah.
screws. 20 screws. Basically, if he has a limb fall off but is not broken, you can reattach it.
All right.
My limbs do get shot off quite a bit.
Do you have
I know.
anything else? Do you have anything else that could help me?
Anything that you're going to have to be a lot more specific.
Tom, if I'm testing your PFC and something fails, I need to be able to from the fog.
Yeah, that's what the Radaway is for.
Yep.
F. All right.
Sorry, man. 24 hours.
You got a napkin with some scribbles on it for the blueprints?
No, it's all up in here. You know, if you write stuff down, you can't write anything down. You got to keep it up here.
Good point, but most of my up here is missing in my defense. I don't mind.
You know, that's fair. We should really fix that someday.
All right. You have anything that goes boom for boom?
Oh, I have plenty of things that go boom. What kind of boom we talking?
I want some little booms, some medium booms, and some big booms.
Medium boom, big boom, and okay. Let me see what I got for big boom.
Yeah, what you got for big boom?
I
Please
got.
don't give him an atomic bomb.
No, I don't have any of those. If I had some of those, I'd be using it for myself.
Yeah, like Fat Boys. Brilliant.
I don't have any of those. I don't have any mini nukes, but I wish I did, because then I could take it apart and prove that it's a spying device. Anyway, the point is, what I have for you, I can give you, I've got, let's see. Ooh, this is a fun one. A pulse grenade. This one will take down any robots that are hostile that come up to you. Or, if you're feeling really spicy, it'll take out Colin's armor.
Might save that one.
Let's not throw that anywhere near Colin.
Yeah, no, let's not take out Colin's armor.
You got any
It'll
like?
come back on. You just gotta
Give me
reset
like
it.
any like sneaky boom booms? Like I can put a sneaky one so that no one knows it's there, but then later on it just goes ba boom.
You talking about mines?
I'll take whatever you got, homie.
I got some mines here. I got a couple of bottle cap mines. Now I give you these things. There's 2 of them. They
Oh, you
look
cut
like
out for a
lunch
sec.
boxes. Oh, sorry. So I give you these 2 things that look like lunch boxes. Okay. Inside the lunch boxes are explosives that are rigged to go off and launch bottle caps into enemies within basically a 10 to 15 foot radius, depending on the rolls.
Oh, like a bouncing Betty.
Essentially.
Well, thank you, my friend. I appreciate
Plus, the
that.
good thing is, when you launch it, you can pick up all the bottle caps and buy something.
Bonus.
I like it.
All
Or
right.
dig them out of their derrieres.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Now, for my humble brother of the steel, what I have for you, you might need some help on this one, though. That ripper that you got, it's a little tiny. I feel like we need to extend it a little bit.
Whoa! Look, hey, McNally doesn't need extensions, okay? McNally.
I'm not talking about your little McNally. About the ripper.
Okay.
Your chainsaw, brother.
I'm open. What are you thinking?
Colin could use
Listen.
as much extension as you can give him.
Listen. I'm gonna give it to your homeboy.
Hey, your mother.
Okay.
Your mother.
Now listen. This here is an extended serrated chain
Okay.
for your ripper, and this here is an extension for the ripper itself. Now, I don't have the time to fix it up for you, otherwise I would. So you're gonna have the homie Jedediah do it for you. But here's the parts.
Listen, Colin,
Maybe don't
I'll
insult
extend
him.
you. I'll extend you, but I gotta fly, so you're gonna have to wait.
Yeah, then this doesn't do me any good. Because our chances of flying around are going to be pretty limited.
No, listen, the vertibird's on a cruise control. You just get that thing in the air and it'll take you where you need to go.
Don't tell him that's on cruise.
Yeah, so you've got plenty of free time, to tinker.
You're not
Listen.
supposed to tell him about the cruise control.
You know it's not in my nature to lie. I'm too humble.
All right. Do you have any flight tech for me?
Listen, real quick. You ready for this?
Yes.
I got for you a mounted M28 something caliber, I don't even know, it was big, machine gun to attach on the back of said vertibird, my friend. Now here's the problem. Here's the problem. I don't know how to do it, so good luck.
I like it. When do we need to leave, guys? Do we have time? Can I tinker before we leave?
It's night. You're going to leave tomorrow. You can't leave right now anyway.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to play with that tonight. All right.
We've
Anything
still all
else?
got our suppressed 10mm pistols, right? Or
yeah, you all have your your pistols and such. And now I didn't forget about my 2 cowboys. Trust. All right. Now listen. Here's what I got for you. We'll start with the cowboy himself, my man Jake. For the top of your scope, I have taken off of my very own Tinker Tom special a semi-infrared scope. Now I say semi because I don't know if it works in the fog. But
Worth a shot.
But I tested it underwater, and it didn't work. So I'm hoping that it works for you in the fog.
We'll see. I'll
Yeah.
test it out for you.
Yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot of Mirelurks over there. Trust me, you're going to need it. Now, for my other cowboy robotic brother, here's what I have for you. Are you ready for this? I was able to procure a miniscope for one of your pistols. That's going to give you an additional...
You
what?
cut out.
An additional 5 to 10 feet of range on one of your pistols.
I'll take it.
Unfortunately, couldn't find two.
Somebody
Hey,
else
Tom.
take that. Yeah.
Hey, Tom. I have a question for you.
What's up?
And I'm whispering to you. Do you have anything I can use to hack into Colin's armor and control it remotely?
Oh, have I got the thing for you? And I hand you a tiny little piece of metal, is what it looks like. And I tell you, that there is a little portable miniature EMP device, but modified to allow you into the controls of the helmet. Nothing else, but just the helmet.
So I could open up his face mask whenever I want.
Yeah, or you could, screw with it. Make it see things that aren't there.
Yeah, that's all.
Oh.
Those are all really terrible ideas.
You don't know what we're saying. This is our secret conversation over here.
You're standing in front of us, dumb nuts.
I went and whispered to him.
I have ears still.
Can't hear me?
No, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now we can't.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Now we can.
Oh, great.
Just
Right. Let's do that. Of course. Perfect timing. Thanks for phone.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else from Tinker Tom that you guys want to try to do?
I think we're good.
Just so you guys know, I rolled extremely poorly on any kind of... I actually rolled a 6. So I gave you everything that Tinker Tom could have given you.
Nice.
And you guys didn't even have to roll because my roll was so piss poor you'd beat it no matter what.
That's awesome.
Boom, baby.
So, because Tinker Tom is one of the few characters score in Fallout because of all the conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
So,
What
you're welcome. You got lucky.
I forget.
You can actually thank this little bastard.
Nice. Do I only have a 10mm pistol? Is that all I've got?
I thought we gave you something else.
I know. I'm not tracking it. I'm looking for it. I can't find it.
So
A syringe.
if I remember right, yeah,
a syringer.
Yeah, a syringer gun. Yeah, a syringer. Ooh, actually, that reminds me. I did have something for you from Tinker Tom. So I'm gonna need you to come back and ask me for it, real quick.
Hey Tom, I feel like you forgot something. What you got for me?
Oh, I forgot everything all the time. Now listen, I got something super special for you, but limited ammo.
Okay.
I got 4 crazed syringes. Now what this will do, you hit something with this, it attacks everything right next to it.
Oh, that's cool.
Everything. Indiscriminately. But I only have 4, so be careful.
Okay. And they're called...
But the formula's pretty easy, and I hand you a piece of paper with the formula, because once again, I rolled a freaking 6.
Yes.
I thought you didn't write anything down.
So wait, hold on.
Listen.
So I get.
I didn't write it down.
Gun?
I stole it from somebody else who wrote it down. Yeah. So you have a syringer gun, yeah, which inherently doesn't actually have damage, but I was gonna give it just like a 1d6 to give it.
But it shoots like Rataway and like.
It shoots anything that you put into a syringer piece of ammunition.
Okay.
So
good.
The 4 things that I gave you are basically a thing that makes things rage, right?
Okay.
But provided that you have empty syringes, which Tinker Tom hands you 10 empty syringes, because I rolled a 6. Anyway, so I got the reverse Simbeer going on here. So I
can
hand you
put like Jet or Radaway,
whatever the
heck
freak you have.
All right, cool.
Whatever you have can go in there. The one thing that can't go in there is a stim pack because it's too big.
So any chems except for stim pack.
Any chems except for stim packs. And for Jet, you are going to have to make a headshot.
Okay.
So I wouldn't suggest shooting someone with Jet.
Okay, because it'll just not work. All right.
Exactly.
And then whether I hit him or not, the syringe breaks, I assume. Or...
The syringe breaks, yeah. Hit him or not, the ammo. You're the only one that's going to have to track some sort of ammo, and it's just the syringe or ammo.
Cool, but I can heal people from distance.
That's awesome. Essentially. Basically, you can think of it like you're a cleric who has certain that you can shoot out of this thing, essentially.
Yeah, boys! Doctor is in.
The doctor is in.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Sweet. Anything else you guys want to do with ye old Tinker Tom?
Nope.
Shoot the breeze.
Time to prep.
All right.
I'm gonna give him a high five for all the goodies.
You know what? I'm gonna stick around and I'm gonna tinker with him a little bit.
Sweet. Tinker Tom loves his tinker sessions.
Yep,
Synths
but we
don't
won't
have to sleep, do they?
No, you don't have to sleep. Well, the only time that you would ever have to sleep is during repairs. So if repairs are being performed on you, the processor in your, like the processing chip in your brain, and this is something that I'm inventing on the fly, but the processor chip in your like brain area needs to be shut down, or it will register that you're in danger and it will act accordingly.
I like that.
Yeah, so you do have to shut down to be repaired.
I like that.
Except for by the robot, the quote unquote robot repair kit that just acts like. So
I'm gonna hang out with Tinker Tom for about an hour, and we're gonna play with his mounted M26 to try and figure out how to mount it.
Awesome. By the way, so Tinker Tom didn't know this, but go ahead and a science check, because I don't know what kind of caliber this thing takes. So if you mount it but don't have the ammo, you might be.
What do I roll? A D20?
D20.
Okay.
And you're going.
And hold on. I'm gonna roll because you got to roll against my roll. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So I rolled an 8.
You win.
Okay, and without modifier.
I rolled a 17.
Okay.
So you win. So you know that this mounted weapon can use actually somewhat of a variety. It has the ability to shoot Gauss ammunition, but only one per reload. So it's a very long range, very effective ballistic / energy type ammunition. It does high amounts of damage, but again requires an instant reload, 1 per shot. Or you can mount up a 50 cal belt.
Okay. Boom.
By the way, it's not actually an M28. Tinker Tom's an idiot. That's just, he called it that. He's just stupid.
Okay.
He's really good at making stuff, but not knowing what they actually might be.
I like it. Okay.
All right. Now, Scott, I'm going to have you do some on-the-fly stuff then. What does the vertibird that you want to fly look like?
I'm pretty sure we have a picture of it in our team chat.
Oh, we do?
Do we?
Yes.
Oh.
And if there wasn't any, And if there wasn't any licensing problems, I already have the background music while
snap.
we're flying the plane.
Okay, that's badass.
Zarathustra, we can't. We'll get
No,
demonetized.
that's what I said.
All right.
But,
Yeah.
All
but I
right.
mean, mute your mic and play the music. That's what I picture when we're flying that plane.
All right. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
That's all you can do. That's all you can do.
Slight modification.
Obviously.
Since you guys don't know what sharks are, because sharks haven't existed for like 200 years.
Okay.
Instead of a shark face on it, you guys have a Mirelurk King jaw on it.
Okay.
So if you, for those of you that are familiar, it's relatively shark, but not the same. But it's like it's a thing that would be like more terrifying.
It's here. I'll pull it up. It's if I move this out of the way, if I escape out of here. Oh, F11, and then where are you? Can I put you in here? Yeah. Does that show up on the stream?
Not. There we go.
There we
yes.
go. Yeah. Is that it, Caleb?
Yeah. Yep. That's it. That is a Mirelurk King.
Hell yeah.
So you got that on the face of the or on the nose of the jet of the vertibird. Not a jet, it's a vertibird.
Awesome.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool. And it'll fit. It'll make the Far Harbor people a little bit more receptive. Picked, a sea creature.
I like it.
Oh, we got lucky.
So,
were we able to get the weapon mounted on it?
Here. You're gonna roll against me on that. Roll. Go ahead and roll another science check. We'll just say another science check.
Okay, I rolled a 9.
A 9. Okay, let me check one thing.
And I don't know what my modifier is.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. So yeah, the difficulty for you would drop. Science is one of your big time skills, right?
Okay.
It's one of your and I actually rolled relatively decent. I rolled a 10, so you're 9.
Okay.
You
just barely beat it.
Just barely beat it because Tinker Tom also has a relatively decent science skill. So you beat me by 1 point.
Boom.
So you and Tinker Tom were able to mount it, and now you just need somebody to operate it while you're flying, just in case.
Oh yeah.
The big old Gatling gun thing. Who's got?
Yeah.
What is it? Is it a big gun skill that you need?
Big gun skill. Big guns. Big guns. Yeah.
Who's got big gun skill?
Probably.
Huh?
Nobody has a big gun skill?
Not
Should
anymore.
be the big gun guy.
We don't have a big gun guy. We have a melee guy. Melee.
He changed.
That's right.
He changed melee.
Okay. Then your best bet is to use it as a Gauss rifle and have your rifleman use it.
Boom.
Single
I
shot.
have a 1. I have a 1 in big guns.
I have a 2.
Oh. Yeah, so 2 in big guns, then you would be decently suited. You'd be proficient in using the 50 cal.
Does anybody else
I have
have
a tag and a rank of 4 in my normal weapon,
Yeah.
which is small guns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have the rifleman perk. So
Correct.
single shot rifles are going to be very easy to use.
Yep.
What about my endurance is 7 and big gun works off of endurance.
Is it works off of endurance? Okay. Give me a roll.
How does that work?
Give me a roll.
What do I
Give me an endurance roll with a D6.
Can I assist?
You can with your luck.
How do I roll endurance? Do I just click?
Roll your dice,
I don't
homie.
know. Just use a physical dice though. If you have them.
Just roll.
Or you can just roll a D.
Just roll
1d6. Yeah, 1d6.
I got a 5. Is that bad?
You got lucky. I got a 6.
Okay.
And my luck's a 7. I don't know how I assist with that.
What did you roll?
A 3.
A 3? Okay, so then you take 7 divided, so it would be your 7 divided by half of 3, and then you would add that to you would subtract that from his rolls. It doesn't.
Okay. I got it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
He got it anyway. So
what does that mean?
Yeah. So that means that you for some reason recognize this exact mounted rifle and know how to use it.
You mean the minigun on the back of the vertibird?
A minigun on the back of the vertibird is one that you just recognize and just remember how to use for some reason.
Oh, hey,
That's
I remember
funny.
in doc school they I'm surgical with this thing. I'm surgical with this thing, boys.
They told me all about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, back when we had to do amputations. This was all the rage.
You use this to amputate?
Well, I mean heads, but
Doc apparently has a very dark past. Yeah, but anyway, so you have no idea why, but you just remember how to use it. You know where all of the mechanisms are. You know exactly the poundage that you're supposed to pull on the trigger. How to use the aiming system, which is a relatively complex system. So I can't believe I rolled a freaking 6.
I can't.
Anyway,
you're some beer still.
Yeah, I know, you're right. But see, that's the thing, though, is that I'm giving Kyrus rolls.
I know.
This is ridiculous.
I did say that's what I was hoping for.
See, the dice know what game system it
Yeah,
is.
the dice knows.
They have adjusted. The dice gods have adjusted.
The dice gods have adjusted. They're like, oh, that's it. Oh yeah, screw that guy.
Yeah.
Screw that guy entirely.
All right, cool. Are we ready to go to war, boys?
Yeah.
Let's go to war.
All right, so you guys rest up for the night because you're not in the dark. And you leave bright and early the next morning for the first hour of travel. For the first hour of travel, Scott, I need you to make it's a random skill check specifically for the pilot.
Okay. Roll a 20.
D20.
A 9 again.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, you barely beat me.
Would you get a 10?
I got a 10. Okay. So you take off without a hitch. Everything you got clear skies, nice beautiful day. You're taking off in your vertibird. Des Domona and Tinker Tom are the only ones. Everybody else is actually kind of wondering what the hell's going on because it's extremely loud and it is the crack of dawn. So nobody is happy with what you're doing except for yourselves and Desdemona and Tinker Tom. Well, and the field agents that are already, they don't really matter here.
And we have music going. Some folks are born made to wave the flag.
Yes.
That red, white, and blue.
Yes.
There you go. We can't play it, but I sing it for you.
There you go. There you go. Some fortunes. Oh, Creedence Clearwater, they're gonna kill us.
Yeah.
Love it.
Anyway, okay, so first hour goes by without a hitch. You guys are, you're getting up to cruising altitude. Everything is, again, you got clear, nice skies. You're looking good. Everything is ship shape. Far Harbor, by the way, by plane is only a 3-hour journey. So it will be relatively quick.
Cool.
What city were we in?
Boston.
Oh, we were in Boston. I thought we were
Yeah.
Boston.
I'm a masshole.
Maston.
Yeah. So anyway, so you guys are
Right.
Second hour. Yeah, you're good.
Can you leave your camera on? Oh.
Crap. Who just screwed up my overlay?
When
did it go?
I'll fix it.
While you're working on it,
Boom.
hey, Caleb, as soon as
that.
I'm able to do, put it in autopilot, I'll work on Colin's blade.
Sweet. So that's after the first hour. You're able to put it into putting that into autopilot. And this is not a roll against me. It's just a skill check for you.
Okay.
You're rolling.
D20.
You're rolling against an 11 plus 2, so 13.
So D20.
D20, yes, D20, and with your modifier, it's 14 or lower.
I need to roll a 14 or lower.
Yes, because
I
you have a modifier that drops. What's that?
12.
Sweet. Okay, so you're in autopilot. Everything's good. Systems are all ship-shape. Go, go, go. And then, Cabarrus, I need you to do very quickly an endurance check just to make sure, once again, that the weapon is good. And it's not against me, just a D6. I need you to roll a 5 or lower.
Pretty easy.
Shit.
Oh, no!
Did you roll a 6?
Yeah.
Well, the gun is going to be unusable for the next hour.
Okay. All right, good to know.
So, basically, you kind of woke up and you were like, I'm too tired to operate this thing. And you're going to kind of keep that to yourself. You're not going to tell anybody.
Yeah.
So hopefully you guys don't run into any kind of obstacles. And actually, I'm going to roll to see if you guys run into an obstacle.
Oh, please do.
We run into
no obstacles. I rolled a 20.
Nice.
How does it feel to be like Kyrus? I mean, sorry, Simbir.
It feels very disappointing.
Wow.
Okay, so here's the funny thing about that, though. For random encounters, the system that I decided on is either rolling. So I made it a little bit easier for you guys. Either rolling above a 15 or an odd number below 15 would cause an interaction, and I did an even way above 15. So what that means, though, because I critically, is you boys gain 1 action point. Which, to explain how action points is actually good, because we're kind of in the middle of fixing the overlays anyway. But action points are a way for you guys to either automatically critically succeed on something, or gain any information that you want from the DM at any time, without me being able to say no. But the question has to be specific. It can't just be, oh, can you tell me the answer to the riddle? No, you have to ask me a specific question about what you're doing.
I just ask you the riddle.
You can ask me the riddle, and I will answer by saying riddle. Again, the question has to be very, very specific. And it's at I can determine if it's enough or whatever. And if it is, I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to make you waste the action. I'm going to say, be more specific and allow you to continue to use the action point. But normally, if you're not specific enough, the DM can just say, sorry, you lost an action point.
Okay.
But yeah, so action points will turn even a critical fail. Now, another thing is that as a party, as a group, you can bank up to 6 action points. I get unlimited. Whenever you spend an action point, I get an action point. Okay. That's the other danger of using action points.
Well, if you have unlimited, then
yeah. But my point is that right now I have none because you haven't used any.
Make unlimited.
I can gain unlimited action points.
Okay.
So my bank is unlimited on action.
Interesting.
But you use them. So personal suggestion: use them to either turn the tide in combat, or to find out information that I don't want to tell you.
Okay.
You can also use them technically in like any kind of skill checks. For instance, in Josh's case just now, where that moment of critical failure, he could have turned it into a critical success.
Yes.
And that's basically every time that I roll a critical failure or you roll a critical success, you gain an action point. So pretty cool. It's honestly one of my favorite game 2D20 specific style, because that's very unique. Because it's not a thing where it's like, oh, you have the ability, like with D&D, where you can just re-roll and just hope for the best. Like with I forget what it's called, inspiration. It's like, nope, that critical failure is now a critical success. You're good. Congratulations.
Yeah, I like it.
Anyway,
right.
Okay. So, because I critically failed, there are no problems for the entire journey.
See, the gun didn't need
You
work.
can go ahead. Yeah, the gun didn't need to work at all. You can go ahead and do what you're going to do for the tinkering. It is a skill check as well. But because you have the Tinker's kit or whatever, what did you call that last time, Scott? The
Tinker kit.
Yeah, the Tinker kit or whatever. You get to remove not 2 but 3 points off of your roll, and I need you to roll to do this. It's a fairly simple thing. I only need you to roll below a 15.
Well, I rolled a 6, so
okay. So you got it done, lickety split. He now has an Ripper, which means instead of 4d6 damage, 5d6 damage. So not a ton of difference, but technically the Ripper does get 2 attacks per attack because it's extremely fast.
The chain gun?
Yeah. It's basically a giant chainsaw thing. And he gets the serrated quality. Which has a 25% chance to inflict bleeding.
Nice.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so you guys. What
was that? You're cutting out.
Oh, dang it!
There you are.
I'm cutting out. Am I back? Okay. Yep. Sorry. So you guys are starting to see the island.
And you cut out.
Oh gosh, dang it!
We can hear you.
Yeah, just go slow.
I'm back.
Yeah, just go slow.
Okay. So you see the island. You can see the fog covering the island. You decide to start making your descent. By the way, I forgot to mention this. Des Domona gave you a map of the island and where the pad is. Not a map of the island. A map of Far Harbor, the settlement. So you know where to land. That's all the information you had.
That thing. Yeah.
Everything else, every other piece of information, you're either going to find through exploration or asking for, a map. But you do have a map of where to land. That was something that I wasn't going to make you a skill check or anything. It's just you're landing a friggin' thing. Like, it's dumb to skill check that. So, you land the plane easily again because I critically failed any of your travel problems. So you land it so smoothly that the people of Far Harbor are amazed at your incredible skill.
But guys, I think I was born to do this. I think I was born to fly. What was that, Boom? I couldn't hear you. You're on mute.
Yeah, you gotta push the button on your walkie-talkie, dumbass. No, just kidding.
Dude, I can't hear these stupid things on. Give me the hell of this tin can right now. I'm done. I was trying to give you praise. I was trying to congratulate you, say you did an amazing job. But you guys all just made fun of me. Get me out of here. Put me on the ground.
Just don't make anything go boom yet.
Oh, I got the booms for later, baby.
Oh, he's gonna need them. Okay, so you arrive at the island, and you have a small welcoming crew, and they are. Okay. So now we are actually on the map. Exciting for everyone, I'm sure. So you arrive at Far Harbor in the northwest corner, which is where the helipad boat dock are located. So you arrive at the island, and you have a welcoming crew of a few security. as well as Captain Avery herself, the Mariner, and Alan Lee, who you have not heard of. He is a very sullen individual who hates mainlanders. So
fun.
good luck. Good luck with that. Now, upon landing, Captain Avery and the crew are there to greet you, and basically Avery's there kind of to be a part of the welcoming committee. Mariner's there kind of curious. She's a little bit more scientific type, and so she's just like, "Oh, more mainlanders! This is crazy. You know, we didn't think we'd get so many so often." And Alan is there with his arms crossed, kind of giving you the up down, I could mess you up look. And that's just who Alan is.
While he's doing
that
way. The first person off the plane is Boom, and he just runs to the floor, just kissing the ground. Oh, I love you! I love you! I love you!
Alan is going like this. Who did you hire, Avery? Anyway, so then Avery.
As you see, Avery goes, cool. He's there kissing the ground.
Oh my gosh, kissing the pad. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Boom. Are you ever gonna get used to this? That was like premier flying.
I couldn't even hear my thoughts
in prime conditions.
No one heard me.
Yeah,
you know,
but we got here. We're safe. What are you worried about? You don't need to kiss the ground.
We weren't designed with wings. We were designed for loving, and that's not loving.
Oh, you are so wrong.
He stands up and he's kind of he sees them staring at him, so he's kind of straightening out his clothes, trying to be respectable.
Avery, trying to kind of brush all of that off, comes and says, well, y'all are here. I hope you have got what it takes, because this is going to be a doozy.
Yes, ma'am.
She steps forward and shakes everybody's hand and introduces herself as Captain Avery.
Doctor.
The good doctor is here. Yes, Des Domona informed me all about you boys and what you're here to do. When it comes to the power armor, she just gives him kind of a salute because she assumes that he's in some kind of. She doesn't want to get her hand crushed by the power armor, so she just gives him a salute. Anyway, and she says to the group, "Welcome to Far Harbor. I'm Captain Avery. You're a long way from the mainland now. You can tell, and things work very differently out here. Now, we asked you here because we need help. Frankly, we don't have the manpower to handle this. We're stretched thin here as it is, so we're really, really hoping that you and your crew can help us out and can help us figure out just what is going on. Now, we can't offer a lot of lavish lodgings for you, but we do have some gear, some equipment that will be offered up to you as a reward, as well as some caps from our humble fishing town. Now, Desdemona also let me for some synths. I don't know much about that, but you can feel free to ask around town and see if you can find some information on them."
Okay.
All right. Then Alan, because Alan saw the display from Boom, he was going to stay quiet, but because he's what's going on with Boom, he kind of speaks up, and he's extremely rude, and he says, "Listen to me, these mainlanders. You really think that these mainlanders, who can barely stand to be in a plane for a short amount of time, are going to be able to help us out here? You think that this crew can do better than I can do? I don't think so. Because listen, boys, I'm going to tell you something right now. For soft-hearted folks like you, the island is a death sentence."
I'll take that challenge.
Sounds good.
Hey, Alan, I do want to correct you on one thing. Just one thing. Only Boom had a problem flying. The rest of us are just fine.
His name is Boom?
That's what we call him.
Okay.
Yeah, come over here and bend over. I'll show you, Boom.
Bada boom? Bada
I
boom?
don't think you boys understand exactly what you're talking to. So Alan, by the way, is massive. He's extremely big, broad. Legend has it that with a single fish hook, he caught what's called a fog crawler all by himself.
Mhm.
Just to give you an idea, fog crawlers are mute crawdads / lobster things that are about 16 feet tall. And the legend is he wrestled one by himself. So I'm just going to tell you right now, he looks at you, goes like this. Even if I bend over, I can't reach.
Hey, that's fine, Alan. That's all fine. Because if legends were true, then we wouldn't be here to clean up your mess.
Alan's pretty pissed now. Anyway, so the Mariner, she comes in. The Mariner comes in kind of not liking the way this is going. And she says, listen, you're both right. Shut up. You're also both wrong. Shut up. But listen, Alan does have a tendency to make things sound worse than they actually are. Okay? Now, I won't sugarcoat it for you. We're fighting a battle every day out here. It's not the best thing. But we here at Far Harbor, thanks to our grit and our determination and some ingenuity on some of the engineers, myself included, we built this. And she points to this massive 20-foot metal wall called the Hole. And you can see mixed in with the metal are what look like Mirelurk carapaces, or these shells, Mirelurk, suggesting that they've obviously hunted some of these crabs and harvested the outer shells to basically create a deflection. And she explains, now the metal is to keep out the humans. Mirelurk shells are to offer up a warning to any of the sea creatures, because they can smell the death on the shells. And it also helps that they are relatively hard themselves. But anyway, but I digress. I'm the Mariner. Thank you for coming out. Please excuse Alan. He's just, we've had some bad experiences and some good experiences with mainlanders in the past. He tends to hold on to the bad and not really let go of it. But anyway, I really appreciate you guys coming out on behalf of Captain Avery, myself, and the rest of the crew. We welcome you and hope that whatever you can need while you're aiding and assisting us, we can provide. So I appreciate you guys.
As soon as she mentioned that she was the Mariner, Jedediah perks up and is just itching to go and chat with her.
Just nerd out.
Yes.
Love it. Okay, so Captain Avery decides to bring back the focus, and she says, "Listen, okay, now I know you guys are all here, and I don't want to. We shouldn't really talk too long out here. We're kind of exposed in this
is there
area.
somewhere we can go talk in private?
Yes, but before I allow you boys in, I need to debrief you on the citizens inside Far Harbor, because a lot of them are relatively distrusting. Some of them are more trusting. And I want to give you just a little bit of information on what's going on. I know Des Domona is already, so I won't take too much time, just 1 minute of your time.
Yep.
And then she goes in and kind of re-explains just very briefly what's going on with the factions. And then she explains that the citizens of Far Harbor, there are some that are extremely trusting of the mainlanders because the mainlanders have done good things for them in the past. I'll give you a list of that next time. I mean, okay. I feel like we're kind of coming up on time, and I don't want to waste time on that. But then she also explains that the situation is getting worse by the day. So the quicker that they can kind of resolve this, the better, because everybody is at each other's throats from factions, and everybody seems to want to cause ridiculous amounts of harm to the other factions. So as she's explaining, Alan is kind of sitting there, personal bodyguard, which is ironic because he's actually just a shop owner. So he's just kind of this random guy, but he thinks he's a big deal. And in the past he was, but he's got a bum knee and a lot of other problems at the point. But anyway, that's beside the point right now. So she finally gets through everything and about to let you guys kind of proceed towards the hole. You hear a sound, not one that you're overly familiar with. It sounds kind of like brushes moving, but kind of in an odd, subtle way.
Brushes, like
Avery,
paint brushes?
No, like bushes. Sorry,
bushes.
Like the brush, the brush
okay.
moving.
Gotcha.
Because just right on the edge of town, there's wild
sure.
area. Now, Avery's kind of explaining as well, and she's pointing towards the brush, and it's one of the fog condensers. Jedediah, you're going to want to pay attention to this. So she's pointing to one of the fog condensers that's up in the area, and she says, "Now these are the things that keep us safe here. I understand one of you wanted to look at these, so we'll try to make sure that we give you some time to do." And before she can finish that sentence, suddenly, you all are attacked by. Let me see if I can
populate.
Yeah. Okay, can you guys see those? You can't.
What you trying to show?
I'm trying to show you a whole bunch of sea creatures that are attacking.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Where are you showing that in Roll20?
Yeah, Roll20.
Is it in the DM level?
Yeah, it's at the DM level. How do I
right click?
Right click and say map level.
Yep.
Or token level.
Token level.
Yep. Token level. There you go. Okay. Token layer.
And then double click on the things so that we can see it. And is this like this? Is this Far Harbor? The map?
This is Far Harbor. The map is Far Harbor.
Okay.
And I'll give you the layout of that after we're done with these bad boys, because you're gonna love them.
Who's me?
Yeah.
Which one's me?
You're not out there
none
yet.
Of those are.
Okay.
I need to put you guys on there. So here, let me. Okay, so Doc. You're gonna be.
I wonder if I can just drag myself. Oh yeah, cool. I can. Okay.
Oh yeah, you can. Okay. I drag one out for you, but I'll delete them. You keep yours.
Yep.
So at this point, let me move everybody else really quick. So Alan would have gone a little bit further in town, back to a shop. So that green line, by the way, is
the fog.
No, that's the hole. That's the wall.
That's
around Far Harbor.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Mariner kind of retreats back into her command station. The security guards here, they all step up, and Avery steps back to her command post. And you guys, we were at the gate for the hole, so align yourselves up accordingly. The hole is it's a 20-foot wall, but it has a 10-foot inside of it. There are 10-foot. Those of you that shoot with range can hide behind and shoot. If you're able to get in before they shut the gate. And the gate is going to shut in 10 seconds. So, those of you that want to get in, I need you to roll agility, which is a D20, and you need to beat 10.
How do you do that? So you just roll a D20? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, just roll a D20, and then what's your agility?
My agility is
7.
Mine's a 6.
Yeah, so if yours is if you're a 6, then that means you roll 2 from your score.
If mine,
it doesn't matter. I rolled 5? A 2.
Okay. Yeah, so you're good. So you're good.
A 7.
Oh crap! I rolled a 16.
I rolled a 6.
You rolled a 16? Oh crap! Okay.
6.
You rolled a 6. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll roll
Nick,
for win.
I rolled an 8.
So you're in. So Doc, you trip a little bit.
Okay.
I just rolled for win. Win.
I don't know if Win wants to go in though. He's melee.
Well, he rolled a 15, so he did not roll well.
Okay, so he's out anyway. So here, let me pull. So here's Colin. So he's gonna probably come up front. right outside the wall. Doc, you want to put yourself out there?
We don't see us. Well, I guess Doc's out there, but
yeah. So here's Bill. Here, let me make sure that you can have your name displayed.
do we have control over these?
You should. In fact, you should be able to just pull them off of the library. There should be a token for you that you can pull out. So
I see I can control Bill, but I don't see his... Oh, BLT. Yep, I see him.
Yep, there you are.
Where do I go? The library? Is that what you said?
Just inside the green wall. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yes. You go to journal, not library.
Journal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Journal.
Then I click. Do I just need to click on my character? How do I take him over?
You just drag
Here,
him.
I'll take him over.
I tried to drag him and it's not letting me.
Are Jedediah. In the world. Okay. There's Jedediah.
You're gonna have to right click on the token,
Okay.
and then Caleb, you're gonna have to right click on the token and give us control.
Oh shit. Okay.
Or you can just
I have
drag it
control.
from your character.
I have control of mine.
You can drag it from your journal onto the map too.
There we go.
Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, so I'll leave yours. Alone. Okay, all right, boys. So what you have here is 4 anglers, which are the ones on the front line, and then 4 gulpers, which are the ones on the back line.
Ooh.
Now, anglers are a specific fish mutate. Actually, you know what? You guys don't know this. I'm not going to tell you anything because I didn't roll 20 on this. But you see these creatures that are unfamiliar to you, and you're going to have to figure out exactly how they fight. Now, we're running up on 11 o'clock here. It's about midnight for you, Nick. Are we good? Do we want to do combat, or do we want to cut it off here? It's going to take a while on combat, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I think we're going to do next time.
Let's save it for Win.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are going to be in the fight of freaking life starting next time. Thanks everybody for coming. This was the first installment of On the Order of the Dice. Josh, I'll let you do your thing.
Alrighty guys, thank you for watching. Those of you who are still with us on Twitch, consider hitting that follow button. And if you want to throw us a Twitch Prime, that'd be awesome. If you're watching us here on YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you so much. We are the Order of the Dice, and we will see you guys next time.
Next time.
Bye, everybody.